All right, Sooner Nation. So the Oklahoma coaches are on the road hitting this 2026 recruiting class hard, and they are out at one of the most elite schools in the country, visiting some of the top prospects. And one of the top prospects in the country posted a photo with him, Brent Venables, Todd Bates, Miguel Chavis, and some other coaches and staffers. We got to talk about it today. We got to talk about what Oklahoma's chances are potentially landing a guy like this. Before we do it, as always, make sure you guys join the discussion. Jump in the comments below. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys wipe your feet, hit that like, hit the subscribe button. 65% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed, but you continue to come back. And here's the deal. I hear y'all's feedback. I see you guys in the chat. Robert, you watch these videos all the time. You comment all the time. Thank you. For some reason, YouTube does not allow me to respond to you. I saw your comment the other day about wanting a visitor list. We are going to try to have that out to you guys Thursday. You'll also be able to catch that in the community tab as well, so make sure you look there. But today we got to talk about one of the most elite prospects in the entire country, and the Oklahoma staff. They're on the recruiting trail. They are out visiting people this week. And right here in this photo, you can see Todd Bates, Miguel Chavis, Brent Venables. Not sure who the other guy is. I've seen him a couple times when I'm out at the Brent Venables camps. I've seen him on the field. I'm not sure who he is. If somebody knows who he is, jump in the comments, let me know. But the kid in the middle, the kid that posted this picture, is one by the name of Jake Kreul. And I hope I said that right. But Jake Kreul is one of the top defensive end prospects in the entire country, and one of the top players in this 2026 class, coming in at 54 overall nationally, according to the 247 composite rankings, 56th overall. As you can see here, 43 total offers, and he's got them from pretty much everybody that's everybody in this recruitment. You look at schools like Clemson, the Florida States, the Georgias. Shoot. Even schools like Texas, Texas A&M, Oregon, Penn State, schools that have been a thorn in Oklahoma's side at recruiting the defensive end, they're all there. They're all going to be prevalent. And a guy like Jake Kreul, you would imagine Oklahoma has a decent shot for. We've had a chance to follow up with Jake Kreul a little bit this past season. I believe he's going to try to get back on campus this spring. That's at least that's what he told me. Maybe he'll be able to get on campus a little bit sooner. So if he's here for the spring game, might be a good opportunity to kind of see what Oklahoma's got in Marvin Jones Jr., R. Mason Thomas, and then PJ Adebayor and Danny Okoye. Obviously, a guy like Jake Kreul would eat in this defense alongside Miguel Chavis. Coming in at 6'3", 230 pounds. One of the things when you watch Jake Kreul on the film is an extremely explosive off that line of scrimmage, a guy that can make those linemen miss a little bit. Jake Kreul is a guy, you get him here on your squad. I think it would be hard-pressed to keep him off the field in year one. Just in 1 year at IMG Academy, this last season, 39 total tackles, 27 solos, 12 tackles for loss, 6 sacks. And again, the one stat I always talk about when it comes to edge rushers and defensive linemen is QB hurries. He had 11 of those. And so I look at this and I say, Oklahoma, going out on the recruiting trail, going after a guy like Jake Kreul, it's definitely intriguing. Now, I go through and I look at some of the other targets that Oklahoma has at IMG Academy that this staff could have potentially went out and visited. You got a guy like a Kane, and I believe it's Pepe on the offensive line as a tackle. He's 6'7", 295, ranked as the 19th overall player. He's out at IMG Academy, a guy that currently holds an Oklahoma offer. Brett Kolajay, he's another offensive tackle, a 3-star. This is a guy that I know Oklahoma's been recruiting. Bill Beatonbow and him have a good relationship. We'll kind of see where that one goes. You look at guys like Will Conroy, who just moved to IMG Academy, just made that move. You see a guy like, and I believe it's Jennifer Carr, another 3-star interior offensive lineman, 6'4", 336 pounds. Obviously, you got Jake Kreul. You've got Preston Carey on the interior defensive line. Preston Carey, not me, Preston. 6'4.5", 285 pounds, 3-star interior guy. I think it's really important because IMG Academy produces a lot of elite talent year in and year out. I mean, they've got a guy, Zach Fort, who is 5'10", 190 at the cornerback position, but an extremely elite corner. Really love his play. Another guy by, I believe it's Kansani Giles, another corner that Oklahoma could potentially go after out there. IMG Academy every single year produces, 2 or 3 5-stars. It is good to see the staff get on the recruiting trail and go out there and visit guys like this, continue to build relationships, because just even outside of the 2026 class, there's probably, I would say, another 20 or 30 elite dudes in the 2027, 2028 classes that Oklahoma could be potentially pursuing out of a school like IMG Academy. So this is good news. This is great news to see the staff is getting out there. They're building relationships and they're visiting some of the top prospects that they could go after. Because you got to remember, with the class sizes getting smaller, and we know the class sizes are going to get smaller because right now the scholarship limits are 85. Maybe up the road they go to 105. But with the scholarships right now at 85, these are going to be smaller classes. So Oklahoma really has to be intentional with the guys that they're recruiting, and they have to be intentional with some of the best players in the country. And they're going to have to play the game. They're going to have to walk the walk and talk the talk. That means playing the NIL game, getting these guys on campus, rolling out the red carpet, which we know they're already doing because a guy like Jake Kreul has a good relationship with Miguel Chavis, one that you would imagine puts Oklahoma at least in his top 5 or top 3 schools list, whatever he would look at dropping in the future. So this is great news. Jake Kreul getting a visit from pretty much the entire defensive line staff. You've got Miguel Chavis, Todd Bates, Brent Venables out there. I don't know what all goes into those conversations when they're there. I don't think they can really discuss too much when it comes to scheme, but I mean, Jake Kreul in a defense with Miguel Chavis, Brent Venables, and Todd Bates. I'm not saying he's the next star Mason Thomas, but he could be somebody like that for you. He's got that kind of ability. Super talented, uber talented kid. So love to see it. Guys, I want to hear from y'all. So join the discussion. Jump in the comments below. Give me your thoughts on some of these targets that Oklahoma could be going after, what you guys think about the staff, getting on the recruiting trail, going to a place like IMG Academy, building those relationships, maybe even throwing out some more offers to guys that Oklahoma really hasn't even tested the water on. I know there's a lot of elite prospects out there that Oklahoma has not given an offer to because maybe they haven't seen the person, maybe they haven't seen this guy in person, or maybe, they haven't met him in person yet. They're kind of waiting to do that. I know the staff likes to give offers out in person sometimes. So I want to hear from y'all. Join the discussion, jump in the comments below, give me your thoughts, and we'll see you all next time.